Hello everyone and welcome to another Weekly Wisdom. So today we're going to be going over the difference between strategy and tactics. Now, as SEO consultants, most of us fit into the bucket of tacticians. So when we're asked what's wrong with the site, we would maybe say things like, there's too many 404s, or maybe there's daisy chain redirects, or there's no internal links, or maybe there isn't enough keyword targeted content on the page, like 1,000,001 different things, which is all great and very valid. However, it's a tactical mindset and a tactical output. And the thing is, once you get all your tactics lined up that you want to implement, where do you start? So what's most important from an SEO point of view, and what is most important from a business point of view? So how do we make a business case to actually get buy-in from senior stakeholders to implement these changes? Because I don't know if you've ever walked into a boardroom and just spouted off like a bunch of SEO jargon, but I can guarantee you're going to be left with a bunch of blank faces and a bunch of big fat no thank yous. So this is where strategy comes in. So let me outline the difference for you. So tactics are how we're going to do something, but strategy is what we're actually going to do. So let me just quickly give you a non-SEO example. So let's just say that you need to wake up early. So you can come up with a sequence of events, which are tactics, to help you get up earlier, right? So you can maybe set multiple alarms, sleep with the blinds open, you can put an energy drink beside your bed, you can go to bed, well, probably not go to bed earlier if you're an SEO person because you'll be up looking at spreadsheets all night. You can set your clothes out in advance, you can pack your bag in advance, which is all great, but these are tactics. Our strategy is to get out of bed early and go to work. So to work that into what an actual SEO strategy is, first we need to look at a couple of things. We look at research, and then we evaluate that research before we can actually work out what the strategy is. Now, in SEO terms, the research and evaluation bit, that's keyword research and a technical audit. In our example, it would be actually looking at reasons why you don't want to get out of bed early, and you might come up with, well, it's because it's cold and it's dark and I'm tired. So with that research, we then need to go and evaluate what we need to do in order to build the strategy. When we're building the strategy, we typically break it into these kind of three major parts. So first and foremost, hygiene needs to happen regardless, fix what's broken. Defense is something to kind of stop your competitors encroaching on what you're doing from a search point of view, and growth is where you set up all of your controlled expansion. So back to getting up early in the morning. So our hygiene strategy for the issue of it being dark and cold and you being a bit tired, to make the environment outside your bed a bit more appealing at 6 AM than the inside of your bed. Our defense strategy is to create momentum when you're out of bed, and our growth strategy is to reward yourself to reinforce the idea that getting up early is a good thing. Now, underneath these core strategy pillars, there are the tactics you need to employ, and this is typically how it looks. So if you're building a document for a client, I would set out these sorts of tables. So this is a total overall view of all of the strategies. So you've got your 10,000 foot view, which is a big extrapolated out version of what we're going to do. And inside the 10,000 foot view, we have our hygiene, defense, and growth pillars. And underneath them, the three major issues that we have. And then when we drill down into hygiene itself, we highlight these three major issues through the lens of hygiene, and then we can go into the tactics. We then repeat this for defense and also repeat this for growth as well. Now, once we've got all this stuff into a good place, what we then want to do is put together this Boston matrix. The reason why we do this is because, well, just because we've associated this as our strategy and our problems and how we're going to fix everything, we still don't know what's the best one to actually fix first. So in this instance, we've got urgent versus important. So when I go into a boardroom, I can say, well, here's all the strategy pieces that we've got, here's all the problems that we've got and how we're going to solve them. And here they are based on urgency and importance to the business. And as you can see, just because something is in your growth strategy, technically doesn't mean you should do it first. Sometimes it's a hygiene piece, sometimes it's a defense piece, but Being able to set this out means you can go in and speak to your senior stakeholders with a very competent mindset and say, listen, here's all the problems on the website and here's what we want to do in order to fix them. Can I get 10, 20, 30,000 pounds to fix it? And hopefully they say yes. That's everything for this week's Weekly Wisdom. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do, please comment down below. What do you do to build your own SEO strategy? I'll be in the comments later to hopefully go backwards and forwards with you and share some more ideas. But until next time, we will see you later.